this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to the Werewolf Amazon Challenge in The Sims 4. In the last chapter, the pack spent quite some time strengthening their family and friendship bonds. Lady Vivian and Prince Ed both took turns fussing over their unborn child and its future among the werewolves. Thankfully, the baby arrived safely, untouched by the streak of curses affecting those born before it. The little baby girl was named Miss May and moved to the royal den under Lord Edwin's care. We are starting off with a matchmaking for our king. I think this is the 5th matchmaking that we are having because, like I said at the end of the previous chapter, we are on a bit of a time crunch. Also, I did not realize this, but the 2 she-wolves that have been chosen by the matchmaker, actually, it is their birthday today, so they are supposed to be aging up into the next life stage. But, you know, for one of the ladies, I suppose their physical aging is going to be put on a little bit of a hold because very soon they're going to be pregnant with the king's 3rd royal pup. So, I mean, hey, that's fine. Now, let me go through and, oh, look, I keep wanting to call this boy Eugene, but he's Luther. I keep wanting to call him Eugene. I'm having flashbacks of, like, child Eugene. Anyways, we are going to quickly pull up Lord Bob Lament's pool of she-wolves to kind of see where everyone's relationships are at. So the 2 ladies that he felt were best suited for this particular match for the alpha was Lady Cassandra Goth and Lady Olivia Kim. Finally, Cassandra is getting a chance. She has yet to participate in one of these matches. I think the other females have yet to participate. I don't think Josephine has, and I don't think Nora and Summer have. I think, Bella, Olivia, and Dora, they have participated in previous matches. So, you know, Olivia's back, but for Cassandra, this is going to be new and exciting. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be a difficult one for their friendship. So, Cassandra and Olivia are really, really close friends with one another. So I think it is going to be quite heartbreaking for Cassandra to lose such a good friend in Olivia. But that's what has to happen. Olivia does have transformation mastery, so she can transform into a werewolf, but Cassandra can't because she's not experienced enough. Now, in terms of genetics, so these 2 have warm skin and they're very, very similar in skin shade. Olivia is literally 1 shade darker than Cassandra. They both have black hair. Now, Cassandra has dark green eyes. She's got dark green eyes. And Olivia has light blue eyes. So that is pretty much the only genetic difference between them. But I think it'll be exciting because we don't have a princess with light blue eyes, and we don't have a princess with dark green eyes. We have a princess with light green eyes in Rosa, and who was the other one? Marie? Marie has pink eyes. So it'll be exciting. Let's get Cassandra to transform. We're gonna trigger, and actually, I'll trigger her, transformation, and I'm just gonna get Olivia to transform into her werewolf because she can. She has more control. Now, previously, we have seen in a situation like this, the raging werewolf has won over the non-raging one. And I'm not entirely sure about this, but maybe the raging werewolves have a bit more power and a bit of an advantage. But hey, if someone has a certain way, like if there's an advantage to, being enraged, then they should take advantage of it, shouldn't they? Plus, Olivia has this ability. Like, why would she go psycho if she doesn't have to? So we are gonna get Cassandra to initiate this battle because she's the first kind of she-wolf chosen, but I need to put them on separate sides of the arena, otherwise they're not gonna take the interaction through, so I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, the brawl is underway. We have our crowd. Who is going to win? My money's on Cassandra, even though Olivia has more experience, because Cassandra is raging, and somehow I feel like that gives you an advantage, although I'm not entirely sure. Before, though, this fight ends, I want to see, out of the two of them, who would Elma prefer to be the victor? So let's take a look. This is Cassandra and Olivia. Okay, he has actually a bad compatibility with Olivia. Okay, he's got a bad compatibility with her. He doesn't feel any particular way about Cassandra. He finds Cassandra attractive, and he finds Olivia basic looking. But he has a higher friendship with Olivia, and I interpret that as, you know, the male werewolf wanting like that she-wolf to win. So for whatever reason, they have in their mind felt that at this time, that's the she-wolf they want to mother their offspring. I mean, they might not be seeking a relationship with that sim, right? But in terms of genetics they want to pass on, maybe he wants to pass on those like light blue eyes in a daughter. Maybe that's what he finds appealing in her at present. So let's see, who's gonna win? Let's see. I'd be very surprised if Olivia did, just because she's not raging right now. Yep, okay, there we go. Cassandra won that battle. I feel sad for Olivia. I think this is her second match. The only other match she's participated in actually would have been the match before this for like to get breeding rights with the kennel master Ed. So Prince Ed, he was the last one, you know, the one in green. He was the last one to have a baby with a she-wolf, and Olivia fought in that battle, but she lost. Well, I'm happy for Cassandra because she's literally been on the shelf this whole time, and finally she got picked for someone, and I suppose waiting it out was great because, you know, now she gets to pair up with the alpha. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I'm gonna, well, Olivia, she can kind of transform back right now. She can return to normal. Now, has their relationship been affected? Oh. Okay, well, their relationship has been affected. They dislike each other, that's sad. But it's not as bad as some of the other ones that we've had. So maybe if they work at it, they'll be able to fix it. Okay, I need Cassandra to calm down, and then we can move on to the breeding. I'm kind of terrified about Cassandra because she is a very difficult sim to romance, but you know, we're gonna try our best. And oh my goodness, look at the fields. Look at the fields. All of these pumpkins have, I think, gone off, unfortunately. Some of our field was burnt during that freak fire accident we had, but yeah, we need to get rid of all these pumpkins. Okay, well, Cassandra, we are gonna line up. Where is it? Oh, I think it's in, there we go. We'll line up a smooch over here, and then hopefully we can move on to some other things. It has been very back and forth with her. She's a very pretty she-wolf though, isn't she? Look at her, she's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm very excited for this pairing as well. Let's see where we can go. Okay, we still have some work to do. That is okay. I guess we just have to, and she's not even unflirty. She's not even unflirty. We just have to ease into it. So hopefully she just doesn't like throw us off her. And we'll line up a few of these. Come on, Cassandra. There we go. Excellent. Maybe, we'll see if we can go up to the quarters. We'll see if we can go up to the quarters. Why not? Why not? This might take them... Oh, okay, okay. They were pretty on point about that. They didn't really wait too long or anything like that. That's fine. Sometimes they have a few, you know, flirtations to get through, but no. I wonder how Cassandra feels about all of this. no one has been as desperate as Vivian was, because she kind of, on the down low, tried to flirt it up with the matchmakers so that she would get chosen, she would get personal preference. But none of the other females have done that. None of them have. So that's a little bit intriguing to me. Okay, we're going up. Let's not waste too much time here. Okay, nice, Cassandra. Oh. Dora, maybe we can just back up a little bit? Yes, Dora. Yes, Dora. Now, Dora has participated in a few matches herself, but I don't think she's won any. She hasn't won any. She's one of the Kim sisters. Oh, don't walk back in here. Oh, Dora. Is she being envious? Is that what she's being? Is she trying to get goss on like what went down in the king's private quarters? Honey, this isn't the way, let me tell you. This isn't the way. You should give them some privacy. Okay, I'm gonna wait until Cassandra is showing signs of being expectant. She should be. And then we'll jump back in and take a look at that and see like when her due date is. That is an important piece of information for us. Lady Cassandra is finally in her first trimester. She has gotten the teeniest of bumps, and we have her due date. So she is going to be having this baby at 2 p.m. on Friday, which is also Princess Rosa's birthday. So yes, guys, Princess Rosa is turning into 18 finally, which is going to be so exciting. I cannot wait. I love it when they turn into teens. Like, that's, I think, my favorite birthday to have, because it kind of gives us a clear indication of what kind of genetics, or we know the genetics, but what they look like the features they have. And I think that's really exciting to see how the mother and father combined in that child's face. So I'm super duper stoked that we have two things to look forward to. We have a birth and a birthday, so that's great. Now, something that I've noticed, not with Cassandra, but in terms of dynamics in the family, apparently Ed now has a difficult dynamic with Charlie, which makes me sad, because they were actually getting along quite well. They were jokesters with each other, but for some reason things have gone just a little bit south. They're good friends right now, thank goodness. So nothing terrible has happened, but apparently Sims with the difficult dynamic, they're mean to each other more often. I'm thinking that it's probably because there has been a disagreement between Ed and Charlie, potentially. And I don't know what that disagreement is. Charlie might be protective over, his family and the pack, and maybe he said something that Ed is not happy with or doesn't agree with, but a lot of the times I feel like Ed kind of sits on the fence with things and people and drama. So I don't know what would make Ed react in a strong way towards anything that Charlie says. I feel like it's different with Elma, but who knows? Maybe this problem will reveal itself to us in the future. But okay, now that we have kind of wrapped up the whole breeding process, and Rosa, she's back from academy. We finally got rid of the flippin' pumpkins, and we put lettuce here instead. And I think we had watermelons here. We have more lettuce. But I'm gonna get Rosa. Oh, May has aged up into a toddler. Okay, well, she needs a makeover. And also, I want to take the Sims out somewhere. The pack needs to gather in another location, I feel like. We need a breather from the castle grounds. And also, we haven't seen Marie, in-game just yet. We've seen her in Cass, but I want to see Marie, I want to see May, and hopefully interact with all of the youngsters. So let me get all of this sorted, and then we'll be right back. Also, I probably, I could probably just get Rosa to do her homework wherever the heck we're going. So yeah, I'll get it started, but we can pick up later. We definitely need to take a look at Miss May after her makeover in Cass, so that is what we are going to do before we go up to the new lot with everyone. But here you go, guys. This is the child between Vivian and Ed. First things first, with her skin tone. So she got the cool skin tone from Ed, but her skin shade is between her mother and her father. I think Ed has a 7, like a shade 7. Vivian has a shade 15 or 14, I think, and May has a shade 12, so she's in between. But definitely the cool tone from her father, which looks really cool, I feel like, with the black hair and the light blue eyes. But we'll do a close-up of her and then look through the color swatches for her outfits. She is wearing a lot of this royal blue and this brown that, you know, is like the same tone as her skin. But hey, it looks cute on her. So this is what she looks like all around. Now, you can barely see the earrings that she has on, but from the side, like sometimes you can get like glimpses of it, which is why I kind of left it on. But there we go. Definitely cannot tell where her features, like which way it leans towards. We're gonna have to wait until she's a bit older. Sometimes with certain toddlers, like you can put them side by side and compare. Other times you really just can't tell. So this is her everyday wear. We have her formal wear, her sleepwear. Now this is one of those outfits where the top color is like the same shade as her skin, so it almost looks like she's wearing nothing, but I swear she is. We have her party wear, her swimwear, hot weather outfit, which is the same as her everyday, and then we have her cold weather outfit. But there we go, that is it for Miss May Cuss. I'm being a bit more decisive about when we jump in so that we make some progress on our trimesters in the time. So Cassandra is in her second trimester right now, and we have some notes to get through. The youngsters, look at our little pups. We did call them over so that, you know, the entirety of our pack could have a gathering. So they're kind of all over the place, but we definitely are getting to see them. Now, where is Marie? I swear Marie is so elusive. Where is this baby? Has she left? Oh no, she's... Aww. Marie! Okay. The camera's a bit wild, so you guys probably are having a hard time seeing this, but Marie somehow has managed to come upstairs and she is on the floor, guys. Our royal werewolf pup Marie with a stinking diaper is like on the floor right now. Oh, precious child. Meanwhile, we have May, Ed's daughter. Oh, she's face planted on the floor as well. I was gonna say what a social success she is, but this does not look like social success to me. Okay, well, she has been doing much better, actually. I just was not able to capture it at this point in time. But that's okay. We have a bunch of notes for me to go through, so we'll do that. Oh yes, we did receive a notification that Ed's father, Earl Eternal, has passed away, guys. So, yep, Earl has died, and with him has died literally all the secrets that he had, the biggest of which was that Elma is not the Elma that was born in this dimension. He is the Elma that was born from another dimension and accidentally pulled here by Earl, but you know, now Elma's the only one who knows the secret. It seems as though he's settled into his life quite well, so I don't suppose he is gonna feel too struck, but then again, he is very sad right now. He lost a really good friend, and even though they haven't socialized a lot in recent years, I suppose for Elma, Earl was the only person in this whole world who knew of his truth and who understood him in a way that no one else ever will be able to. So it's quite unfortunate. Ooh. Okay, May is awake. May is awake. Let me just jump down here, take a look at May. Oh, her grandfather passed away. That's probably adding to her sadness, actually. Ed's actually doing a lot better than everyone else in his family, pretty much. That aside, Stone aged up into an elder horse, guys, so now he's looking very much like his mother and father with the white, coloring on his face. A little bit of the skull creeping through, I suppose. He's ever closer to death, but he has some time with us still, so we don't have to worry too much. But don't worry, guys, I'm keeping an eye on this, and I'm keeping an eye on this, so that we can have the foal before, they're too old to breed. I don't want to have the foal too early, because I know I'm only going to breed them once, and the sooner we have the foal, the sooner the foal's going to age up and die. So I want to try and delay it as much as possible so that we have like really long lifespans with these creatures. But okay, let me dive into the notes that I had with these Sims, starting off with Lord Bob Lament. So Bob wants to be friendly with Charlie and get to know him a little more. Charlie's known to make everyone nervous, and Bob is curious about whether any of that is true. Sure, he stays out of Charlie's way, usually, but that's only because there's no reason for the two of them to talk. These matches are going really, really well. We've been having a ton of daughters, and Bob, he feels like quite a success, and I think successful enough to be able to confidently approach Charlie and have just a normal conversation with him, because I think Bob has enough accomplishments under his belt if we talk about the successful matches he's made. And I think success for him as a matchmaker would be the girls, right? Would be the girls. How many girls are being born from these matches? Because, in a kingdom where you already have met your quota for the heirs, or you are quickly meeting your quota for the heirs, it doesn't matter how many boys and stuff. Or I suppose if you are not on a time crunch, then it doesn't matter, the boys, like if you have boys or girls. But because the succession is like approaching very fast and Elma's reign is a kind of a short one, success very much means you're having girls. So okay, let's try and, not teleport, I suppose. We need to grab Charlie. Charlie, where'd you go off to? Try to calm down. Why is he upset? Well, hey, we're gonna try and calm him down. Yes, let's be friendly with him. Let's try and calm him down. But Bob's thinking, maybe Charlie isn't that intimidating. Maybe he's very angry right now, so probably not the best time to talk to him. But he's gonna try and rough it a little bit. He wants to see for himself. Like, is Charlie actually a difficult person? Or are people just assuming he's gonna, yell at them? And so they're terrified of Charlie. I kind of love the power that Charlie has, though. Don't you guys? I love it. Okay, Ed wants to be friendly with Edwin and ask about how his daughter is doing at the royal den. He's been a very proud and excitable father since her birth and wants to check up on her as much as possible. It also means so much to Ed that his best friend's looking after his little one. So let's go find Edwin. We're gonna find Edwin. Okay, and we need to converse with you. It's just friendly, right? Yeah, let's discuss the neighborhood changes. Look at how much we are growing. Well, I stopped aging, and I won't age anymore. But, look at how much our family's growing. It's wonderful. It is wonderful. It would be really, really cool if everyone in, Ed's line ended up becoming immortal. Wouldn't that be, a really badass family line to have among the werewolves? Starting obviously with the Eternals, the maternal side, and then Ed being immortal, and then if May was immortal and May's son or daughter was immortal, I think that would be so cool. But Ed, we want to chat with you, bud. Can we chat with you, bud? Yes, okay, I'm sorry, but just honestly, drop the baby on the ground. We just want to talk with you. And Helen, is she still I think Helen's still an adult. Oh, she's an elder. Ooh, okay. Well, Helen then needs... It's nice of her to join us because we didn't even invite her. This is actually really nice. But we need to give Helen, or I do, I need to give her a makeover with, you know, her hair, her makeup. She needs some gray, or no, she needs some white, I think, in her hair to show that she is an elder now. And then need to give her a swatch makeover with her outfits. So I need to get that done at some point. Okay, next up we have Cassandra. So Cassandra wants to chat with Ed and compliment him on his daughter. It's the first time everyone's seen Marie and May out in public, socializing, and the difference between them is quite clear to Cassandra. May seems like the very picture of health with her dark hair, and Cassandra feels reassured that her baby will be much the same. This is very backhanded compliment, especially towards Marie, because Marie has done nothing except be like cute, but it kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's a indication of the way they're treated by others, in that May is down here with everyone, getting picked up by everyone, being talked to by everyone and fussed over. Meanwhile, Marie is in this dark hallway on her own, curled up, asleep, with no one on the whole flippin' level. You can kind of see the difference in the way people treat them. I mean, Marie's considered well and truly, like even more so than Luther, a cursed child. Whereas May, you know, she is perfectly healthy, there's nothing wrong with her. So people, they fuss over her, and they don't mind interacting with her. Honestly, it's quite depressing. Okay, but Cassandra, we didn't even talk. We'll share experiences, though. We'll share werewolf experiences, why not? While you're talking about Ed's child. Yes. And I'm sure Ed's gonna take the compliment without thinking too much about Marie, because it's not that he looks down on Marie, because Marie is his niece, but I do feel like Ed is just so caught up in, you know, his child, his bloodline, that he's not thinking too much about anything else. So there we go, that's nice. And then a King Elmer here. King Elmer, he wants to give May a hug and take a look at his healthy young niece. She's the first pup from one of his brothers, and it's a wonderful feeling to be an uncle. Elmer wants to make sure she has a strong start in life, but by the look of things, he doesn't have to try very hard. Everyone loves her already. So let's get you up and let's give May a hug. This is really cute. And also, funnily enough, this is the first time anyone has had a want to hug a toddler, like among the adults, and it was with May, like Elmer and May. Elmer hasn't even wanted to hug any of his biological kids, which is interesting. But where is the huggies? Is it an affection? I think snuggle counts as the hug. I think that's the hug. So, okay, come on. Come on, Elma. There we go. There we go. And probably he wants to comfort her as well, because, you know, her grandfather passed away. Aww, look at how adorable this is. Her grandfather passed away recently. I don't know how much exposure she had to him, but, you know, this is not the only time Ed's interacting with her. Yes, he had the whim, but also he literally went up to her and was checking in on her earlier, like off camera, and then he took out a book and then he was reading to her, I think. But is there no other like hug that we have? I don't think there is. I think that was the hug. So I'll just get rid of this because I feel like that should have counted. I mean, you can't hug a toddler any other way. You snuggle them. I think you can hug children. I'm pretty sure you can hug children. Where's Rosa? Rosa, you come here. Can your father hug you? I'm pretty sure you can hug kids. Yes, you can. Interesting. But no, he's never had a one to hug his actual daughters. And even though apparently Marie is his favorite child, I think. I don't know. Marie and Rosa look kind of neck and neck. I suppose they're equalizing right now. But for a while there, Marie was his favorite child. Or you could say bloodline heir. But he just wasn't... I don't know. Maybe because he hasn't made a lot of effort to actually socialize with Marie. And he hasn't, called her over in public much. He's kind of allowed Marie to stay in the dark just a little bit. And oh look, these two, maybe they'll be friends. They'll be cute. That would be really, really cute. Like someone from a legendary eternal bloodline and the cursed princess being friends, and they look kind of like opposites of each other. One's got brown hair, one's got black hair, one's got pink eyes, one's got is it light blue eyes? I think so, light blue eyes. One's got warm skin, one's got like cool skin. That would be interesting if they did become friends. That'd actually be really, really cute. But anyways, as I was saying, Elma hasn't gone out of his way to do much with Marie. But maybe he feels as though if he gives Marie special treatment, people will dislike her more and people will outcast her more. So this is tough love in a way, but he's trying to make sure that his bias doesn't end up putting Marie in hot water. Maybe like if she finds her own way to fit in with the pack, then the pack will be more forgiving of her. So that's intriguing. Also, guys, I want to talk about something real quick. But in order to do this, I am gonna have to get... Where's Luther? What the heck is Luther doing? Why are you all the way here? Luther, can you come join us? I'm just gonna summon Luther over. Because I'm not entirely sure why he's on the other side of the world. But can you just join us here, bud? Thank you. Let's just yank him on the side. Now, some of you guys have been saying in the comments, how interesting would it be if Eugene's son and Ed's daughter ended up being fated mates? I think that would be wild. That'd be so much drama. And I just noticed when we jumped into this lot while I was, preparing, that I unintentionally gave Luther... Do you see what he's wearing? I gave Luther and I gave May the exact same color scheme with their clothing. And it was completely unintentional. And then I was looking at them and I was like, oh wow, they're wearing like the same color swatch. And then I started thinking about the comment that you guys left, like what if May and Luther end up being fated mates because their fathers were fated mates who broke up and didn't end up staying together. So they're not related in any way, shape, or form, but how interesting would it be if they ended up fulfilling the love story that their fathers never could? It just blew my mind. It was so unintentional. But there we go. Now that's a ship that potentially is going to be in my head now because I've seen it and I cannot unsee it. So that's definitely going to be curious. They both have cool skin. And I think Luther's got blue eyes though. He doesn't have the light blue eyes. He's got blue eyes. But they're kind of similar. So that's going to be interesting. There is no way I'm not going to be able to ship them. But, okay. I am going to jump back in when Cassandra is in her... What is she now? When she's in her third trimester. I think we'll check back on her when she's in her third trimester. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I thought we could jump in really quickly to take a look at Lady Helen Empire's makeover as an elder in Cass. You know what, guys? Recently, I very much have been wanting to phase back into Max's hairs just because the color swatches for the hairs are consistent throughout all the ages, and it makes it easier to, figure out genetics and track genetics. With the alpha hairs I use, I mean, they're amazing, they're beautiful, and I love them so much, but because I get them from all sorts of different creators, they have different swatches, and so I am unable to kind of make a perfect match between the different life stages, and even sometimes between like males and females. Whereas if I just stick to the Max's colors, then everything's gonna be so much easier to work out. So I'm kind of thinking that I might start doing that. So I've already gone back to the Max's clay hair for Helen, and I'll probably do that for everyone aging up from now on. And I hope that's okay with everyone. I feel like Max's hairs can look really nice too if you just, pair it up with really nice like CC skin and makeup and eyes and clothes. It definitely works, let me tell you. So that's the plan of attack from here on. But we'll do a close-up of Helen with her new makeup and hair, and then we'll take a look at the new swatches she has throughout her outfits. So here we go. It's nice to see Helen's beautiful face, not covered up anymore. It's been covered up in like cute bobs her whole life, but I feel like this is really nice. We can see her a lot clearly. Her hair is kind of swept back, and she has, the bits of white. She's got some streaks of white in her hair to show that she is now an elder. And I feel like her makeup has lightened up a little bit as well. So here we go. This is Helen. You can see the white in certain sections through her hair. There we go. And then we have her everyday outfit. So she's got the blue and the very pale pink. We have her formal wear, athletic. She did not have the black armor for females before, so I changed her into this. We have her sleepwear. She looks really sweet, I think, in yellow and pale pink. We have her party wear, swimwear, hot weather, which is the same as every day, and finally her cold weather outfit. And that is pretty much it for Lady Helen Empire. It is Friday afternoon, all our important pack members are present, and Cassandra is ready to have the third royal child of Elma. Let's see. Are we gonna get lucky with our streak of girls? Because we've been having nothing but girls since Luther. But I don't know, things might change. Although, in the previous generation, we did have 8 boys and just 1 girl, and I think the 1 girl was like the second or third pregnancy that we had, so we might have a repeat of that, who knows. Cassandra though, let's not waste any more time. She is going to go ahead and have this baby. I'm excited. I kind of feel like Cassandra would want a girl, because with the way our genetics work, the girls inherit the mother's genetics and the boys inherit the father's genetics in terms of coloring, like for hair and eye color. And earlier on in this chapter, Cassandra did make that comparison between May and Marie, and she liked that May had the darker hair. And so she associates the darker hair with, healthier werewolf pups. So I imagine she would want to have a daughter, because having a son, it means he's gonna have the, the reddish brown hair that Elma does. So I don't know. There are times when, we use certain things that have happened in the story as indicators about how they feel about certain things. So let's see. No way. No way, really? Guys, we're getting so lucky with the girls. Imagine if last gen we were trying to breed girls and this gen we were trying to breed boys. That would have been a nightmare, let me tell you. Okay, this is going to be a curse, of course. Not a cursed child, but of the cursed bloodline. And this is going to be known as Princess Nancy. Princess Nancy Curse. I love it. Such a pretty name. And here she is, guys. So by the looks of it, I think this little one, both the parents have warm skin, but I think she's taken on more of her mother's coloring. I think because Cassandra's, she's got more of like a medium tone, and actually she might be a neutral. She might be a neutral. I think both are warm, but I could be wrong. Because the baby looks like it's more neutral toned. Oh geez, hold on. Yeah, the baby looks more neutral toned to me. And a little bit darker, but I don't know. That's interesting though. Well, this baby is going to have the black hair and the dark green eyes of Cassandra. Princess Nancy has joined us. So Cassandra, we'll get you to step back. I'll get Elma to come here and cuddle his daughter. Come on, Elma. Let's take a look at the new pup. And wonderful. So now we have 4 out of the 6 girls that we need. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I feel like we have a really good spread of like skin tones and skin shades among the next generation. So that's really, really cool. Okay, nice. So this baby is doing absolutely fine. Very, very exciting. And we're not going to jump straight into another breeding because we need to have a birthday party for Princess Rosa, who is going to age up into 18. So let me go ahead and get that arranged, and of course I'm gonna have to move Princess Nancy into the royal den to be looked after by Edwin. I'll have to get Cassandra moved out, probably get the horses moved back in, and then we shall see what happens from there. I didn't end up moving the horses back in because I figured that we're probably not going to go riding with them anytime soon. Who's this? Is this, I honestly, this is so bad that I have no clue. It's one of the females. Is it? Oh, it's Daisy! Oh, that's so sweet. I was so annoyed about why Elmer kept getting off his chair to talk to this werewolf. I had no clue it was Daisy, and Daisy is Rose's mother, so the fact that she showed up right over here as we are getting ready to blow out the candles, that is actually perfect. So cute. Anyways, like I was saying, I didn't move the horses back in because I figured we wouldn't really be playing with them. And I know we didn't give the horses too much attention in this chapter. I didn't even get anyone to ride them because I've been so focused on, the baby that we're having, and trying to, get moving along so we can have as many as possible. I'll try and give them more attention in the next chapter though. Anyways, I figured since we are probably going to come back next time and, get on the breeding bandwagon or the matchmaking, it just doesn't make sense for me to bring the horses in and then take them out again. So I did that, moved the baby out, moved Cassandra out, and now we have the birthday for our lovely princess. I was gonna get Elma to make a cake, but then there already was a cake on the counter, and I thought that was just so perfect, guys. Look at them having a neighborly chat right over here. And just the way she's standing, the way she's there, I love it. This is so cute. But yes, I'm going to get Rosa to blow out the candles. Let's blow out the candles with your mother and your father. Okay, your mother has run off, but she was here. She was present, okay? She was present. That's what matters. Hold on, Rosa. Hold on. She came. She wished you happy birthday. I am sure of it. And now you can age up. And, oh, okay. So, apparently, we get to randomize her trait now. So, I guess I'm not talking through it in Cass. What is this? This is interesting because it obviously looks a little bit different because of the high school pack. Princess Rosa has earned a bonus trait. See all of her bonus traits in the Simology panel. Oh. So this counts as a bonus trait, maybe? Or has she gotten another bonus trait? Or is high self-esteem a trait? Is that the bonus trait? Oh, okay. These Sims regularly become confident even when failing to gain skills or succeed at work. They're also less likely to develop a fear of failure. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. It totally makes sense though, because she, I feel like, grew up loved by everyone, obviously privileged as the alpha's first child, the first princess that everyone dotes on, but also she's kind of been a symbol of health and everything that goes right with a werewolf pup. So she's always been positively reinforced in her life. And the trait that she's going to randomize. Hold on, let me just give her this. The trait that she is going to randomize. We'll see if it fits. If it doesn't, I'll roll again. Same thing I do all the time. And also this trait that she gets, I like it to be an indication of, how she's lived her childhood or what's kind of influenced. Well, her childhood will have influenced this particular trait. Slob? I mean, I suppose because people don't, they don't necessarily hold her to a specific standard. I think it's more like people dote on her and revere her, right? Or maybe the reverence is something that'll, she'll develop into. But people dote on her, so whatever she does is kind of right, and people don't, they're not very pedantic about the way she acts or the way she dresses. Everyone kind of just assumes the way she acts and dresses is perfect and what she does is perfect, because she's supposed to be the picture of health. So I think as she gets older and as she gets kind of more rough and tumble, more in touch with the werewolf side, her wild side, she's just going to care less and less about being neat and tidy all the time or being in the castle walls. She kind of likes running around everywhere. I do like that a lot, and people, frankly, are not going to be that bothered about it either. They're not going to care too much because, hey, it's Princess Rosa. She does what she does, and everything she does is just fine. So I'm going to let her keep that trait. With the slob, I tend to think of it less as a dirty sim or a messy sim. I think of it more as someone who is in touch with their wild side. Whereas, in opposition to this, the vegetarian trait, I think of it as werewolves who prefer to be more civilized and less in touch with their wild side. So, okay, I am happy with that. I really need to go ahead and give Rosa a makeover, and then we'll see how she is. Definitely looking a bit interesting right now. But yeah, let's give her that makeover and then see what exactly we are working with. She's definitely in her awkward teen stage right now, isn't she? Definitely in her awkward teen stage. Some of these kids, I tell you, I feel like their parents have interesting features, but it combines in a very strange way on The Sims. Some of them luck out and look gorgeous. Some of them a bit questionable. So let me try and fix her up as best as I can. And obviously she's going to have Max's hair, because I said that we are slowly going to phase into Max's hairs so I can fix up all our genetics slowly. But okay, we'll see you guys in a second. I have finished Princess Rosa Curse's makeover as a teen, and I feel like she looks kind of badass. I like it. We are already familiar with her clothing swatches, of course, because she's been wearing these swatches since she was a toddler, and this is the final life stage that she's going to be sticking with this particular color scheme. But, it's still nice to see how it looks on her as someone who's a little bit older. We're going to do a close-up of her face. We are going to then go through the swatches or, her outfits. We don't have to discuss her trait because we already did that, of course, before we hopped into Cass. But she is a teen, so she is not wearing any makeup. I literally didn't give her anything except the proper eye genetics and lashes, and that's pretty much it. And then the correct jewelry. Aside from that, she doesn't have any makeup on because I like my teens to be as natural as possible, and then when they become young adults, that's when they start putting on makeup. But there we go. This is Princess Rosa Cuss. She does have a pretty face, but I just think her face is like too short. I don't know where the heck she gets this from. And actually, now that I'm looking at Elma, it might be Elma. For whatever reason, Elma's face, even though I suppose it is short, it is proportioned very well. I guess the rest of his features are a little bit high on his face, so it doesn't look that jarring. Whereas for Rosa, she's got her father's face, and then I'm assuming her mother's, I don't know, maybe she has a mother's lips and it's just not working well. But still, she looks kind of interesting. I mean, you look at her, she's got a pretty nose, she's got pretty lips and eyes. It's just that her chin and her like face shape and length, I suppose, face length, it's just not meshing too well. Anyways, it's an interesting distinction, I think. It's a nice feature for her to have so that, you know, she's different from others. So there we go. This is Princess Rosa. I love this really short haircut on her. I think it looks so cool. So cool. I can totally imagine her as like a really active sort of princess. So there we go. This is her everyday. We have her formal wear. It's nice to see how she looks in these colors now that she's a little bit older. She finally, oh wait, no, I can't say finally because she had black armor as a child. She definitely did. You can see how much cooler it looks now. And also, she can start her sword fighting training. I mean, yes, we are most likely not going to be using sword fighting as a way to determine status or, you know, the succession rankings and then do the succession. Most likely we'll be doing archery. But still, I think it's a good way for the Kennel Master to fulfill their role. So it's still going to go through her training. And I feel like it's a good indicator of, you know, the personal strengths of the youngsters. We have her sleepwear, her party wear, swimwear, hot weather, same as every day. And then we have her cold weather outfit. So that is pretty much it for Princess Rosa Cuss, guys. I am going to wrap up the chapter here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. I said goodbye, but not quite because I forgot to show you guys her werewolf form. So this is what she looks like in her werewolf form. She is a black wolf that has a ticked coat. So she's got the like gray-brown fur throughout the black as well. So there we go. I'm pretty sure this is the same coat pattern that her mother has, except her mother is a lighter werewolf. But she also has the brown eyes that the cursed bloodline carries. So that is, there we go. That is it, finally, for Princess Rosa Cuss.